Hello YouTubies, it's Cherry Gem Gem, and today I'm just going to do a really quick let's play of Civilization V and just show you how I normally start my game. This is a good excuse for me to test out my new video game recording software and have a play about with that and see how that works. So I'll show you how I normally start a game on Civilization V, what I do to get things going, and also get to try my new software as well. So woohoo! As you can see, I am England. I'm playing as Lizzie, our Queen Elizabeth. The map setting is on Fractal. The difficulty setting is on Warlord. And let's go, let's play. So the first thing I like to do is basically just make sure that I am in a position where I have lots of luxury resources. I have pearls out in the sea, and I have some wine up here as well. And also as well, I like to plant my cities next to a river, and also plant them next to a hill, just so I've got that 2 productivity bonus. So I will plonk my first city here. And then I will move my little warriors into there and they can fortify the city. The first thing I build is a scout, and then I change the city management to production focus, and that way the scout will be built in 3 turns as opposed to 4. And then for my research, I just lob this in, set it straight to writing, so that we can get the science upgrades going as quickly as possible. And that is basically how I begin. In terms of putting the city next to the river, the reason why I do that is because obviously when you start gaining faith and when you start Pantheon, I think that's how you say it, I'm not really too sure. But when you start a Pantheon, I normally take the river one that provides happiness as well. And that's also why I like to make sure that I'm next to a couple of resource sources, just so I can keep the people happy. So I'll just set my little warrior to fortify there. And then on the next turn, my little scout will be born and I can send him out. You have to excuse me today, I've got a little bit of a sniffle, that's why you're not seeing my mush being filmed like you normally do. So what I will do with my scout is I will basically just send him out to explore. Hopefully he will come across a couple of city-states so that we can start getting those 30 gold bonuses. And the next thing I will build is a monument, just once again to increase the culture each turn, so that I can rush through that and adopt a policy as quickly as possible. And I'll send my scout up this way because that looks like it's going to be heading towards icy tundra. And some little cowies there. And then we've got a city-state up there that I can just see. I'll send him up there in the next turn, and that will give us 30 gold. There we go. And they've given us 8 faith as well. That's a good start. And the next thing I will build... what I'm basically going to do is I'm just going to set that to be a warrior, and then I'll change that when pottery is researched, and then that way I can start to build a granary as well. Oh, and I can find a Pantheon straight away. That's good. Okay, so on the social policies, what I usually start with is liberty. Basically just increases the culture once again, so you can begin to adopt social policies that little bit quicker. So I will adopt that straight away. In this video, because it's so short, it's unlikely that you're going to see where I go from here, so I'll just tell you. In the liberty tree, once again, I will go to citizenship, and that will provide me with a free worker. I will just set him to automate and just carry out some little improvements. And then, depending on the situation, I will go to honour if I'm surrounded by barbarians, which just gives you an upper hand against them. Or I will go to tradition if there isn't a lot of barbarians around. That will provide another +3 culture, but it also as well has the aristocracy policy, which increases the production when you're building wonders, which is handy for the start of the game. Found a pantheon. With this one, once again, I tend to either go for fertility rates, which is the 10% faster food growth rate, or in the case of what I'm doing now, it will be sacred waters, which just provides a little bit of extra happiness from civilizations, from cities even, that have rivers next to them. I don't tend to set up more than one civilization until I'm done building wonders that that require you to have one type of building in every city. So for example, if I'll show you on the writing, you get the Great Library, which gives a massive boost to science, and it also provides you with one free technology, which is always a good start. I won't build another city until I've built the Great Library, purely because you have to have a library in every city that it's built in. So if you've only got one city, then you can just go ahead and build that straight away. I find that works best. So I don't tend to actually build more than one city where initially I begin. Dare I say it, there doesn't seem to be a lot of barbarians around. But I'm not gonna think that'll stay around for too long. So what I will just do now before I end the video is I will just show you the paths that I take on the technology tree, as I'm unlikely to get writing finished before the end of this video. So basically from writing, I always start with that, I always go to that first, and the reason why I do that is so that when you are coming across other civilizations, you can, if they have researched writing as well, you can actually charge them 1 gold per turn to accept an embassy in your capital, which can be a good starting point for making some money pretty early on. Then from writing, I will go to theology. No, I won't, I'm lying, sorry about that. From writing, I will just click on education. This will set in motion another few technologies researching, and then obviously in quite a lot of turns we'll get to education. But that will provide you with Oxford University. Once again, this is another building where you require to have a university in all cities. So up until that point, I will keep one city, and then I will just build a university, and then I will build Oxford University. But there doesn't tend to be much of a rush on that, because you'll find that not a lot of other civilizations are anywhere near the medieval era anyway. You will find that you are a little bit behind on the technologies, but once you've researched education, you can begin to research all of these little ones as well, and they normally take about 1 to 2 turns to complete. So that is basically how I start my game on Civilization, Civilization 5. I hope this has been helpful to you. As always, if it has, then please like, and you can comment below. And if you want to see more videos, now that I know that my software is working, I can set up more Let's Play videos. So if you would like to see more, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.